Mm. So you guys, I'm about to say music. Might be he's telling me. He said he
Blog Talk
needed
Radio backslash TV, man. Too raw, I'm too raw, I'm too raw for TV.
If you hear my voice, then you're part of the revolution. Welcome to the new world. I'm your host, the Black Revolutionary Palmetto Star, but you can call me Prophet. Hit me up on Twitter, Elon Musk Toy, X, whatever you want to call it, at 2RAW4TV Radio. That's number 2, RAW, number 4, TV Radio. Now tonight, we're going to ask the question, are you team poly? Are you team monogamous? So we're going in tonight. We have a very eclectic panel of Atlanteans out here at the Temple of Mayat. So we're going to go around the table and you guys introduce yourselves first. I'm going to start ladies first. We're going to start off that end. And everybody introduce themselves. Tell them where they can find you on Instagram.
I'm starting
with you, yes.
Birthday girl, come on.
Yeah, happy birthday. You guys can't talk about what you're talking about.
Introduce yourself, baby. It's our first time.
I am Lilith. You can find me on Instagram at Asia ASJIAH. And that's it.
She from Mississippi.
Yeah, I freaking love it.
Are you team poly or are you team monogamous?
Team monogamous.
All right. Okay. Mm-hmm. So we got. Okay, we're going down. We're going down the line.
All right, I am Courtney.
Oh, why don't you just totally skip over?
No, we said ladies first.
Yeah, I thought
from over there.
Oh, okay.
We're going around. We're still going around.
I thought you were just saying ladies first, period.
Okay. My bad for being skipped, but you already know. My name is Brother Pathos, author of Black Atlantis. You can find me across all platforms in the universe, everywhere. Black Atlantis across all platforms. And I am team monogamous, but through the book, team poly. We'll get into that a little bit, but
so he's team poly and team monogamous.
Yeah, a little hybrid, if you will. Okay.
All right, I am Courtney Omega Doss. You can find me on Instagram and IG at Colored Only Cafe and Group Glow Up. Got duality, operating in duality, but not like my brother here. I am team monogamy, and yeah, this is gonna be a lot of fun. And happy belated birthday again, sir. Hey.
This is on me. I'm Busty Doss, and I am team monogamy. And I can be found at God of War _74 on IG and TikTok.
And I'm Palmetto Star, and I'm representing Team Poly, Team Polygamy all the way. We're going to talk about it and so much more tonight. This is going to be a very good discussion. I hear one of the guests right there. And guess what, you guys? 2RAW4TV app is out now. You can get it right now on the Apple Store. So go ahead, go to the Apple Store, download 2RAW4TV app right now, and it's going to be it's a major thing already. So you get the ad-free experience, and we got, last but definitely not least, my brother that just walked in here. You can introduce yourself, and let's see. Can you see Jay right now in the camera?
He might slide over.
Slide over
just a little bit. Yeah, everybody slide a little bit that way.
Watch them.
Oh, because I thought that he wanted to actually sit down. Yeah.
Okay. Let me do it.
Everybody coming over.
I'll take perfect spot.
Yeah, you want to move down.
Good.
Yeah.
Well, now
I need another team poly though. Where my team poly people at? So we got Jay. So what we're doing, Jay, we introducing ourselves and telling which team you on, which team you on, team monogamous, team poly.
Man, if I had to choose a team, it would definitely be Team Poly.
Okay, so you got to introduce yourself.
Oh, okay. Hey, everybody. Jay Elion, and just happy to be here. Definitely promoting and pushing Poly all the way. Another question.
All right. That's what we on. So we talking about this. We talking about. Is the green light on? Okay. No. Yes. Everybody. All right. Cool. So we're going in. Team monogamy, team polygamy is in the building. We're talking about that. It's going to be a heated discussion. Now it's going to be a good discussion, a great building discussion. You know, but okay, team polygamy. Why I'm team polygamy? I played both sides. I played monogamy a little bit recently, but guess what? I'm team polygamy. My daughter was born in a polygamous relationship. You know, and it was just so good to have that, especially during childbirth. When you have two sisters, they're helping each other. You know, bring the baby forth and things of that nature. Monogamy. Let's be real. Where did we get that from? Did we get that from our indigenous, where we were coming from, or did we get that from the Bible and when we came out here, and then you know like that? So where do you find that monogamy came from? Where did that come from? Does anybody have a question? We'll start with Jay Elion, because I know he got this. He got the educated answer.
Well, I would definitely say the monogamy is a westernized mindset, and that's something that is used and utilized against, especially melanated people. Um, you know, especially when you look at how what do you call it, the society or the powers that be, when they can legalize gay marriage. But what would be the issue, or what would be the problem with a man who chooses to be responsible for taking upon the responsibility of making sure the sisters are straight, or making sure that they are taken care of? You know, when you look at our history, when we were united, when men took, when even the biblical principles, you didn't just have a baby and walk away. You know what we see today, that's not who we are. That's a part of the construct. You know, we took care of our women, we took care of our children. So, poly is, today's poly is probably more perverted because people have a perverted mindset.
Right.
But if you look back at our history and our culture of us as a people, then you understand that it's nothing perverted or negative about having more than one wife. Because for a man to take on the responsibility of marrying and being committed to a woman, that takes responsibility. And, like I say, most people, when they hear poly nowadays, because they have a perverted mindset, they have things twisted. But I tell people, and I'm a big Bible fan, if you look at the first words God said to man, which was go have sex, the first thing he said was be fruitful, multiply. That was the first thing he said to man. So it's nothing the matter with having sex or being intimate, with each other. The issue with most people is they just have a perverted or westernized mind frame because of those powers that be. They perverted things. Mm-hmm. But when you look at our history, we are powerful when we unite.
No doubt. And let me say this, because I said that we got monogamy from the Bible, but You check out Jay Elian in his page. He said monogamy is not in the Bible. That's a perversion. That's not in the Bible. Can you go on in a little bit about that?
Hey, the you know, so it depends. Even if we want to dance in the Bible, outside the Bible, I'm cool with it, because you have some people who say they're not Bible fans, and that's okay, because those people that are not Bible fans, they believe in stuff like Lilith. So you take, for instance, then Adam had Eve and he had Lilith. He had two wives in the beginning. And then for some people who don't agree with, they say, "Nah, keep it Bible." Okay, let's keep it Bible. And they say, "Well, the first man only had one wife." Okay, well, granted, because we don't believe in incest, he couldn't have had a second wife, because the second wife would have been his daughter or his granddaughter. So that wouldn't even make sense. But if you still keep it in the Bible, Genesis chapter 4, the third marriage of the Bible was a polygamous relationship. So polygyny has been all throughout the Bible. And a lot of people say, "Well, that's Old Testament." Okay, well, see, I can dance in the New Testament with it. Jesus Christ himself said in Matthew 25 that he came back for 10 virgins. It was just 5 of them was foolish and 5 was wise. He still took 5. So, Jesus Christ himself said this is like the kingdom of God, polygyny. Now, out of all things, if Christ would have gave us an example of what the kingdom of God is like, why did he tell us it was like polygyny? If polygyny, according to some people, is so bad or is simple. I tell people, Christ will never say the kingdom of God is like a man raping a woman, or the kingdom of God is like a man molesting a child. Why? Because those things are corrupt, they're evil. But what he did tell us, he said the kingdom of God is like a man going to get 10 virgins. Why? Because there's nothing evil about that. It takes a responsible man, it takes a real man to be responsible or to be committed to women. Most guys, especially in the day that we live in, are not even making commitments. Most people ain't trying to get married. Most of our melanated brothers, I love them, but the proof is in the pudding. How many men sign up saying, "Hey, I want to get married"? And I get it. And it doesn't make sense, because you know what? Why marry a woman and take care of her or take on that responsibility if you can have sex with her for free and without making a commitment? So being married or being in a polygamous relationship requires you to be married, requires you to make a commitment. And we need committed men. We need men to not lie, because that's the only bad thing. There's no such thing as cheating. Cheating is a new terminology. No man has ever cheated in the Bible. But you will find men in the Bible where he had sex with not only his wives, he had sex with his concubines. And so it was nothing the matter with being intimate. But like I say, it's the perversion of the mind. And that's where a lot of people are lost at, because their minds are perverted and they don't know what they get into. But when you become one with a lady or multiple ladies, be looking to be responsible for them. Don't just, "Hey, I want to have a nut and leave." Hey, you put a roof over her head? She got food to eat?
Well, I'm gonna let you. I'm gonna hold that thought. Hold that thought. We got someone else at the mystical table of Mayat. So please introduce yourself and tell us your team, follow your team.
Oh, me. Okay. I'm Vanessa Moon, spiritual advisor, singer extraordinaire. I'm team love.
Oh.
So I feel like I am. I don't like to tell people how to live their life. So I feel like, how do I live my life? I've only I actually have participated in polygyny.
All black women participated in polygyny.
Yeah,
all black women participated.
But I willingly That's a difference. I willingly participated for about three years. I knew what I was getting into. So I guess it can work, but I feel like it worked for me because I was kind of checked out, so I could check in when I wanted to and check out when I wanted to. And then when it came time for me to do more, that was a problem. So then I checked all the way out. So I'm about love. I feel like you got to do what works for you at the time. And if everybody's in love, it should work well. I'm also a child of this, though, and I did not like being a child of it. So I tend to lean away from it.
Okay. That's honest.
Good answer. Yeah. All right, so let's start up with this, because when you talk about polygamy or you talk about monogamy, the first thing that comes in people's minds is sex.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? The first thing they're like, oh, you want to have threesomes? Why is I gotta have threesomes? Like, why is that a part of it? Like that's the first thing that people go to when they talk about polygamy, is the sexual aspect of it. But there's so much more that you can do with sexual energy. You know, there's definitely going to be more of that energy there. But you know, you can use it in tantric ways and different things of that nature. So I just want everybody to know that you're hearing this powerful discussion on Twitter, on Instagram, on Facebook, on TikTok right now, but you will not hear it much more. You're going to have to watch it on 2RAW4TV.tv. Download the app right now on the iPhone, on Apple Store. Put it on your iPad, share it out, and let them know that we're talking about poly versus monogamy, and the revolution will not be televised. Right. I knew that. Hey, so we're at the mystical table of my yacht. We're having a well elevated session with a round table of great people. So you guys check all of them out. You know, this is really powerful thing. But we're talking about sex, and we're talking about polygamy, and talking about why threesomes come up. That's the first thing people think about sometimes when they think about polygamy. I want to pose that. Why do women? Okay, I'm putting it out there. Why do women? When you talk about polygamy, the first thing I talk about, you want to have threesome now? What? Why is that? So I'll put it out there for the women. Women need to answer this question.
That's not what I think. When
Okay. So she doesn't think that. I've heard that. Let me just say I've heard that. And I'm not gonna. Let me say I'm not generalizing all women, but you know what I'm saying. I have heard that from a couple of different women. When you talk about polygamy, the first thing they talk about is threesome.
Well, wouldn't that be polyamory? That's a different definition. So maybe they're getting it confused. Because polygyny is like when there's like one man and two wives or more. And each I guess they have like a separate relationship with each, but